The great Mark Richt. And when I say great coach, I'm simply saying a great human being. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate it. We had a lot of fun today. It was great to meet a couple of those Gators on the other side with Joe and Ernest, but it was just being around everybody is a lot of fun.
You got to tell the line that you told them upstairs that you were wondering why you were being inducted.
Yeah, I am trying to figure it out. I was 5-10 as a coach against the Gators, so it didn't make much sense to me. But if I had a better record, I'd probably still be at Georgia. But it was a lot of fun to come here, though. I appreciate everybody.
Well, Coach, we all know you coached at Georgia, but you family now. When the coach came down here, the first thing he saw was, see, I told you I wore this U shirt for a reason. All right? I know it for a reason, right? Coach said he saw the U. We embrace, absolutely love Coach Richt, man. Everything he did at Miami, being a player. And he actually put Miami back on the map. You know, at one particular time, Miami, I could actually brag about him again when you was a coach.
Yes, sir.
You took him to the pinnacle, Coach. You took him to the number 2 team in the country, and I always appreciate.
We got close, right?
We got close, Coach. That's all. You know,
at least they're talking good about us.
Absolutely, it felt good to brag again, Coach. It's
right.
been a while.
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
Mark, how special is this week? Just the whole week leading up to the game, and then the game itself.
Well,
as a coach, how special is it?
I think more so as just a fan, more so as just a human being to be in the coaching business. You're so immersed in your job and your focus. You know, you don't look up in the stands. You don't smell the roses, so to speak, along the way. And when you're a fan, you could see how awesome it is. And you can also see how awesome fans are in general. I mean, what the fans have to go through to get to a game and cheer for their team is just amazing. But to have the privilege to coach at 2 major universities, and as head coach, and then you had Florida State as an assistant coach, Florida State, Georgia, Miami. There's some great teams, some great moments, some great tradition, and to be a big part of all 3 of those schools was just such an honor.
It's just something else, the spectacle, the pageantry, everything that we have had in this game. And, Mark Richt, you know it well. Like you said, 15 years. Can you tell the story when you go back to the celebration down near the goal line?
I don't know how much time you got, but long story short, the week before, 2 weeks before was Vanderbilt. We're at Vanderbilt. We're down by 10. We kick a last-second field goal to win it. But the team really didn't have a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of juice. And I was like, if we bring the same attitude 2 weeks from now to Jacksonville, we're going to get whipped bad. So I said, we got to think of something to get everybody fired up. So I'm like, I remember the time at Florida State I did this, where after a score, first score of the game, I told the guys on the field, 11 guys, to go celebrate hard enough to get a penalty, but it would probably get everybody fired up, And back when I was at Florida State, I was assistant coach, and I told the players, don't worry about Coach Bowden, I'll handle him. Just have a good time out there, right? So when we come to this Florida game, I'm at Georgia, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do the same thing. So I told the offensive team that after the first score, you could go celebrate. Well, the 2 weeks going and leading into the game, every time we scored against the scout team, the kids would do an individual celebration, spin the ball or spike it over the goalpost, or do a dance or something. But it was always an individual celebration. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be a team. So the night before the game, I said, "Listen, I'm in the team meeting talking to the guys the night before the game. I said, here's a couple ground rules on this thing. I said, first of all, if our first touchdown is in the fourth quarter and we're getting beat by 30, we're not celebrating." I said, forget that. I said, it's got to be in the first quarter or we're not doing it. I said, the second part is, all I saw was a bunch of individual celebrations. I want a team celebration. So when I said team celebration, I'm thinking 11 guys, right? The team thought I meant the whole team. Well, I didn't know that. So anyway, first drive of the game, we go down the field and get to a 3rd and goal from the 1. Luncheon reaches the ball over. The refs throws their hands up. And then the team on the field starts to celebrate, which I expected. Then I felt a big whoosh of air blowing by me when the rest of the team sprinted on the field. They started celebrating, which shocked me. Every guy but Daniel Ellerby. And I looked at Daniel, I was like, why aren't you out there, bro? He said, Coach, I'm so deep in your doghouse, there's no way I'm going to go out there and get in more trouble. But so I did expect the team to be out there 11, but not 65 or 70. But and then the other thing that was funny is that play went to review, right? So if we'd have come up an inch short on review, it would have been 3rd and 31. And that probably would have been the last game I'd been head coach at Georgia, because I doubt we'd have converted that one.
That would have been tough. That would have been tough. Listen, Coach, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
It is an honor, and I say this with all sincerity. You've done a kick-ass job as a human being beyond just coaching.
Yes,
tell everybody how they can find out about your book, and if they want to raise dollars and awareness for Parkinson's.
Well, the Parkinson's is more important to me, truthfully. There's a giving link, Richts, RICHTS, DAWG, Bowl, BOWL, 20, not even 2023.com. So it's ricksdogbowl.com. And we're raising money for Parkinson's and Crohn's research. And we had a big event just the other week and raised over $750,000, and we're just trying to find a cure for both of those diseases. As far as my book, it's called Make the Call. You can just Google that, Mark Richt, Make the Call, and you'll find the book. And the book, truthfully, it's an evangelistic tool disguised as a football book. So if you know somebody who doesn't know the Lord and you want them to read this book, you just tell them it's a football book if they're a football fan, and they'll have to make a choice before they're done reading that book.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Nice.
Thank you very much, Coach.
You got it.